It's been a bit of a shit week. We're all fucking human, and we should embrace the fact that we're all blessed to be on this fucking earth. Hey peeps, welcome to the channel. My name's Cam. Welcome to Make the Movement. As you just saw, I was taking myself through a nice hypertrophy focused upper body pump, and now it's all smashed. Time to head home, get some food, and to discuss a very important topic, in my opinion, on today's video, because I think a lot of us, we do have struggles for different reasons, or similar reasons. And I think mental health is thrown about loosely in conversation, but I guess the real question is, how in tune are we with our mental health and other people's mental health? So I'll meet you guys at home, and also I have to put this on the vlog because a man like Josh, we very kindly have a studio dedicated to him. This guy was one of the leaders of this gym, and I know you're watching from above, bro. Love you, always, forever, in our hearts. Also, happy Halloween as well. Got some munchies here. I'll take a couple of those, some sherbet stuff. Gonna give that a go, see what that's like. And of course it's getting a bit darker now. It's obviously the 1st of November when I'm recording this video. It's the day after Halloween, but still, you know, happy Halloween from me. Your boy isn't sponsored by Tilda, but these bags of rice at the moment are about £1 in Tesco with a club card. And I highly recommend them because they take 2 minutes in the microwave, saves on washing up, boiling, you know, rice as you do normally. And we've got some peas, sweet corn, bit of this garlic and chili sauce. And I've also put in some onion and garlic dip, if you know what that is. So basically in the like deli sauce aisle of wherever you shop, you've got like onion and garlic, aioli, we'll go with that, and stuff like, you know, your guacamoles and salsas. You buy a pot of that from Aldi, Lidl, wherever you shop. So I've got some of that in there just to give it that nice little aftertaste of garlic. So I'm gonna wolf down these bad boys and then we'll get into our discussion. So when it comes to mental health, we can use that term loosely, but what does it really mean? And it's a very complicated question because there are so many different variables, from people's personal experience, professionally, personally, people's trauma, people's communication style, There are so many different variables when it comes to people's mental health. And the one thing that I always hear is, oh, I'm there for you. But then when you reach out to somebody and they're not there for you, you feel very isolated and alone, or rejected, discarded, all these negative things. And for someone who's been through a lot of trauma in his past, it's definitely made me reflect on the true people who will hold my hand, reassure me, give me a hug, give me a little confidence boost here and there. And it's good to sit back and not overly analyze, but just to think about, do you know what, if something happens, good or bad, who's going to be there to see me through that? Because it's not all about negatives. There are positives, of course. You know, it's all about balance. You've got positives and you've got negatives. It's just who will be there for you when you truly need it. And one of the quotes I've used before is, those true people will notice you when you're quiet. That's quite hard hitting, but it's very true. You know, you think about all the times when you're saying to somebody something's going on, good or bad, but when you go silent, who notices your silence? Who notices when you don't respond for a day or two? True people will be not bombarding and harassing your phone, but they'll be like, bro, babe, you okay? A few hours go by. They might think, oh, they've probably gone to sleep or something, or they're busy. But then when it comes to the second day, and they're thinking, they've not responded. And someone's like, hey, seriously, man, are you good? Seriously, babe, are you all right? And it's not just about receiving that communication from someone. It's also, are you communicating with other people? We always get caught up where we say, I'm fine. That's all good. However, are you actually okay? Are you truly managing and coping with what's on your mind? If not, I'm not saying you have to lecture every single person in the room, but just let people know, at the moment, my head is very distracted. You don't have to disclose the details. You don't have to go into a family issue, a personal issue, a professional issue, but be honest and say to people, I'm not all right. Something's going on. At least then people are aware, okay, he or she, they're struggling. But if you internalize it, and trust me, your boy's done it too, where you internalize and you think, I'll just get through it on my own. It's one of the most detrimental things you can do. And of course, you don't want to lecture people with your baggage or issues, whatever you want to label it as. But being honest and being thorough is only going to be truthful to yourself and those around you. You're not lying, you're not being deceptive, you're just being honest and saying, by the way, mate, if you've got 5 minutes later, I could really do with it. Or vice versa. Somebody could offer you and say, if you need 5 minutes, mate, I'm just in the next room. Or catch me later if you need 5 minutes to talk. And personally, I believe that's the communication that we all lack at times. Whether we are not being honest with other people, saying, I'm struggling, or people aren't offering those 5-10 minutes to chat. The amount of times when I've seen it at work, I've seen it in my personal life, where people will say, oh yeah, I'm here for you, or, you know, I'm here for you for 5 minutes if you want it. And as soon as somebody's explaining their problems, you can see that person's very overwhelmed with it. And I'm not saying don't offer your kindness to give someone 5-10 minutes to listen to their struggles. However, if you do ask somebody, are you okay? You've got to be prepared for them to say, no, I'm actually fucking not. Because a lot of us will say, are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. You? Yeah, I'm all right. And again, just wave it off. I've discussed this before in a previous video. Card's just up there. And yeah, it's just one of them ones where we definitely need to be more transparent about, are we communicating well? Are we genuinely being there for somebody? Literally the same day of me recording this video, I've had 2 people on my phone where I've been offering my kindness to them because I know that they really, really need that. But I'm also willing to give 10, 20, half an hour, if it makes them feel better. And of course, at times, I might need somebody to sit there and listen to me, to basically talk through my struggles. But at least being honest is going to help people be aware that, okay, so-and-so's struggling. So I'll offer that support if I can. I just think it's good to talk about the awareness of communication when it comes to mental health, because we all have different complexities or different characteristics, whether you're dyslexic, whether you have a physical or neurological condition that might hinder your mobility or your mental processing. Whatever it is, we're all fucking human. And a lot of people do forget that. Nobody's perfect. No matter what qualifications, no matter what job you're in, no matter, you could have grown up around wealth and fame, and it doesn't matter. We're all fucking human, and we should embrace the fact that we're all blessed to be on this fucking earth, because a lot of people do forget this simple thing. So we need to stop being so negative, projecting bullshit on other people, and stop competing and thinking we're the big I am, and just look at people for who we are. It doesn't matter what age you are, gender, religious background you have. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how tall you are. It doesn't matter. We all have struggles, and we need to remember that. So if anybody out there struggling at the moment, my love is going to you straight through this lens. And I really, really hope that this or any other video about mental health is really helping you cope or find strategies to try and, get that support where you need it. Because we are all struggling. And I really hope this video has helped inspire people to be a bit more mindful of the way they might approach situations, or being more honest about how they're feeling, because we all need help at times. And there's no shame in that. Again, we're not all perfect. We're all going to have things that we struggle with. Ask for help. We've all done that thing where we think, I can do it all myself. And we can't. Take a restaurant. You can't be the chef, the manager, the waiter or waitress. You can't be the accountant. You can't do all of it. You need a team to make it work well. And it applies for anything. So be honest and transparent, because you're helping others understand you, but you're also being honest to yourself, which is the most valuable thing we can all harness and use every single day. So when you feel a little bit lost, remember, communicate how you're feeling. You don't have to lecture people on exactly what's going on. Of course, it's your business. It's your decision on how you approach talking to people about it. But at least tell people, do you know what, mate? I'm having a bit of a shit day at the moment. It's been a bit of a shit week, a bit of a shit month. Whatever it is, just be honest with people about you're a bit distracted and you got some stuff on. And with that being said, take care, much love, and together we'll make the movement. Go and click just up there. You can see that most recent upload that YouTube is recommending just for you. Just below that is the video that I referenced earlier. And just over there, you can subscribe. Take care, and remember, be fucking amazing.